In this work review, I'm going to show you everything you need to know about the software Werk. If you have any questions, please be sure to comment them down below, and I'll also leave a discounted link down there so you can get your money's worth for Werk. This software helps you sync collaborations for remote teams. It has a live chat, documents, and even more. This is what you should see once you've logged in. So after logging in and creating your account, you should see this workspace or dashboard. I'm going to quickly go over all the features, and then throughout the review we're going to dive deeper into each feature and show what they really do. So straight away we've got the Werk logo in the top left up here. If you do click that, since it is clickable, you should be able to go to the main page. All the way to the right of that you have a notifications button. This is so you can have any notifications through your desktop. And then to the right of that you have your account section. If you click on that, you can change your profile settings, your workspace invitations, and you can sign out. Overall, Werk is pretty empty to begin with. That is because we have just created our account, and this is exactly what you should see once you've created your account as well. All the way to the right we have a plus section. This is the section for you to create your own workspace. As you can see here, it says please start by creating a new workspace, or you can check out workspace invitations page. Because we don't actually have any friends on Werk yet, there should be no invitations. So we're going to go ahead and actually create a workspace. So we're going to go back up to the plus section over here, and then we're going to click on it to create workspace. Once you have clicked on that section, it should come up with this section right here, new workspace. You can drag and drop a picture or an avatar of your choice. Right below that you have the name of the workspace. Then below that you have the description of the workspace, and finally below that you have your users to invite, which should be their email addresses. When you are typing in the email addresses for each of your friends and invitations, you should press enter after typing each email address like it says here, so we can actually verify each one. So we're going to go ahead and quickly create a workspace. We're going to name it and add a little description. So there you go, I went ahead and named this workspace new team. Again, this is just a random thing off the top of my head because this is mainly a team workspace. For the description, I just put the new review team, and then we don't actually have anyone to invite, so we're not going to be doing that section. Once you have done all that, you should be able to click create down here in the bottom left, this green button. And once you have clicked that, it should say successfully created at the top, and all of this space should open. Right here in this main part you have your new team, which is the name of your workspace, and then below that you have your latest messages if anyone has messaged the workspace. Below that you have your hyperdocs, below that you have your record topic, and then finally you have your users in voice in case someone is in a voice chat. All the way to the very left you can now see that your workspace has appeared here, and then if you wanted to create another workspace you would click the same plus below it. Just to the right of that you have the main area for your new created workspace. If you are to click on this arrow, it should come up with all these settings. You can have your workspace settings, profile settings, your workspace invitations, users, plans, invoices, payment cards, integrations, and you can finally choose to leave the workspace. All of these features are very well integrated and work very well within the software. Right below that you have your activities section. This is where any activities will be hosted, and then finally below that you have your direct messages section. This is where any messages would be sent. Next, below that you have the channels section for your workspace. You can actually click this plus right here to create a new channel. And then finally below that you have a general section. So if we go ahead and go into the workspace settings, you can see it brings up these settings right here. You can change the name of your workspace, the description, and then you click update, or you can even delete the workspace right here if you would like to. You can change your workspace logo just by clicking browse right here and it will change. Moving on, next you can change your profile settings right here if you click on that, and then next you can actually see your workspace invitation. However, again we don't have any invitations right now, so we wouldn't receive any in this area. Below that you can see the users and who is actually in your workspace, and then below that you can actually change your plan right here. Right now we are on the trial, however Werk is actually only £5 per month for each user. Below that you have the invoices section. This is for if anyone has posted any invoices to your workspace. Below that you have the payment card section, and then the integrations. Right here on the activities section you can see that we actually have no activities, however if any are set this is where it would be. Below that you have the direct messages section, which if there is not a new direct message yet, you can actually click up here in the top right to create a new conversation. Once you've clicked that, this box should open and you should be able to type any new conversation that you wish. Next, moving on to the channels section and this plus sign next to it, you can actually click to create a new channel. Once you click that, this page should appear, new channel. You can name this channel, which we're going to go ahead and quickly name. I named it ideas area for if we actually are in a real workspace, you want a channel for ideas. Right below that you can add the users for this, and then below that you can change the channel modules. You can choose what is enabled or disabled within these modules. You can choose if recording is enabled by clicking this button right here. You can choose whether voice is enabled by clicking this button right here as well, and the messages, the hyperdocs, and the tasks. Once you've done that, you can go ahead and click this create button in the bottom right corner and it should say successfully created, and there you go, it should create your ideas area right on this section on the left. Now going onto that ideas area, once you've clicked on it, this whole new area opens up. Up here you've got the edit section, to the right of that you've got the record section, to the right of that you've got the voice section, next you've got the task sections, which is where you can add any new tasks. Next you've got the messages and then the hyperdocs. We're going to go ahead and go to the record section and create a new topic just so I can show you what it does. You can create a title like this and just name it ideas and then just name the description. Once you go ahead and click create, it should create an ideas box like this, and once you click into that, you can create your first async record. Now going back to the voice section, you can actually join a voice channel, which we're not going to do right now since we're recording. However, once you just click that, it should drop you into a voice chat where any of the users in this workspace can actually join. Next, moving on to the task section. Right here, there is a lot going on in the task section compared to the other sections. Up in the top left, you can actually group your tasks to see which status it's at, from assignees, due date, or priority. And right here, you can filter them out using the same options. You've got your search bar in case you want to search any tasks if you have loads, and then you can also click up here and create a new task, which we're going to do. Once you click that, it should open up this page, and you can actually click on this bar up here and either have it from what you want to do. You can either have it in progress, testing, done, or even cancelled. You can have how many assignees are on this, you can have your due date, and you can select your priority. So there you go, I just went ahead and selected these. We don't actually have any users again, so we can't do the assignees part. However, we selected the due date and we'll go ahead and select the priority, which would be high. Once you've selected that, you can go ahead and click save and it should save the priority. I went ahead and wrote in a little description right here. We need to create ideas quick just to correlate with our priority being high. And then right below that you have a subtask section, comment section, a files section, hyperdoc section, and a record section. Again, there's a lot to add here. In the files section, you can actually add any files that you want, or you can even add a Google Drive. You can add hyperdocs and other records. You can actually go ahead and type a comment in the comment section. We just went ahead and typed OK, and then once you post it, it should post. Any users should be able to do this, and it's good for teams because then you can know who is okay with what. Once you have exited that page, you should see your new task right here with your assignees, your due date, and your priority. This is the same process for each section, from your to do, to your in progress, to your testing, to your done, and to your cancelled. Any section you select should appear in any of these. Finally, moving on to the message section. This is just a normal chat and it would work well for if you had any users in your workspace. So you just go down here and type any message you want and post it, and then the other users should see it. You can also attach any files, or you can even attach any records. Finally, we have the hyperdoc section. Again, this is just like the other sections. You have a search bar. You can actually create from a template, or you can create your own new hyperdoc. Once you've created it, you can name it up here, and then to the right of that you can either public share it, delete it, save it as a template, or save and close. And there you go, you should see your hyperdoc there once it is saved and closed. And there you go, that is pretty much it for the Werk software. You've got all of this right here, and more would be added if you create new channels, and then it'd also be good if you were to add multiple users. And there you go, that is it for the Werk software. Overall, it is a pretty good software and it actually works really well. A few features I liked about Werk is how it actually links you to your other users. There's a lot going on and everything is done step by step, so you can actually see what you're doing and pace along quite nicely. I love the task section, how you can actually set tasks for your other assignees and other users in the workspace. Overall, I think it is a great workspace and a great software, and I would actually recommend it to any of my friends or even colleagues if I was working within a business. Thanks for watching, I'll see you again.